Why, hello everyone, it is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve Earth 2 Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, like, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. So, before I do get started with a lot of the Omi stuff, we do have some news from Earth 2. Shane Isaac yesterday tweeted, since launching Earth 2 resource validation, we've seen over 1.2 million unique stakes and over 20 million essence in rewards. Feel free to read up on more details when you have a spare moment. So up until, I would say, these last couple of weeks, you would think that we would probably only have around 160-ish million essence out there, but add this other 20 in conjunction with other stuff, we probably have a little over 200 million that is in the circulating supply. Again, there was a total of 5 billion that could ever be in the circulating supply, but a decent amount was burned, a decent amount has been used in order to shard those jewels and in order to make brilliant jewels and other ones. So I think by the time that the essence token comes out, we might have between 300 and 500 million out there, which might actually change my price prediction for essence. Instead of it being $2 plus, it might only be $1 to $1.50, because again, having a $1 billion company in the middle of a bear market is kind of hard to do, and I'm not saying Earth 2 won't be, but just a $1 billion market cap for that, especially when Omi itself is only at about 400 million itself right now, is kind of a little bit, I think, unrealistic for Earth 2 to have that $1 billion market cap. But again, we will have for Earth 2 an essence token probably a bit more better exchanges than what Omi has. There will be a lot more liquidity, and there might be a little bit of advertising on there too. So we will just have to see what happens in the future. Other news on Earth 2, that Mapbox was not loading on their website has resulted in Earth 2 delaying the next country opening by 24 hours from the original time. Please read the announcement for more information. Basically what they had said, again, let me bring it up here. It was around 30 minutes prior to the reunion country release, that's why it's no longer available right now, we experienced some issues with mapping on our website. Our team moved to contact Mapbox via our top tier support channel, and our CEO, Shane Isaac, also reached out and spoke with the C-level counterpart at Mapbox, who apologized for the issue we were experiencing. As in many the community have already discovered, this Mapbox issue is not isolated to Earth 2 alone, but seems to be a widespread issue affecting multiple Mapbox clients, with maps on sites like AccuWeather and many others also not functioning, like this serve as a reminder about how problems with software and developments are often unpredictable and time-consuming to maintain. We have been assured that Mapbox has mobilized a considerable team to resolve the issue, however, without receiving a stable time on when the issue will be fixed, and keeping our community members' time schedules in mind, we have decided to postpone Reunion launch 24 hours from the original time. Our loading page and internal countdown systems will be updated to reflect this adjustment. Thank you for your patience, blah, 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 blah. And that was it for the Earth 2 news. So as far as Omi goes, Omi is down about 2% right now. It did not take as bad of a beating as Bitcoin did. It was down about 5.9% at some point yesterday. It is only down, I think, it's down a bit less right now, but it had a nasty, nasty night. Ethereum actually up on the day so far at about 0.8%. The markets, the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, and the Dow are all down about 0.2%. So Omi is not outperforming them. We did outperform Bitcoin, but Ethereum outperforming everyone. And this does come on the heels of us having another $600,000 day over the last 24 hours, which again is better than the $450,000 volume a day we've been having, but still, I would expect Omi to have 200 million in volume each day when we're in a bull market and when we are on many exchanges, quite possibly even more. But people are still spending. I did mention this on a live stream the other day, but I did not mention this on an actual video. We do have Shrugit, or @Shrugit_, saying that he spent about $10,000 for that 1939 Marvel comic. It is a common that is quite above the floor, but again, it is a special mint. It is technically one of a kind, so that is something that I tip my hat off and salute. So we do have some Batcowl news. Batcowl owners are getting the first ever DC comic book on the blockchain. So to ask me, what are your thoughts? It doesn't seem to be the comic book yet. It seems to be that it is just the cover art for it. And the comic book that's actually going to be readable will come eventually. So a lot of people are, I think 5,000, because there's only, I think 10 or 12,000 that were made. And I think 5,000 of them were redeemed and minted. So I think that if these are relatively cheap, probably a decent thing to buy for the future once that utility does come, once we are able to read it on the blockchain. I think that would be probably a decent investment long term. And that's not to say that we won't get DC Comics over on the Veve app. It's just this might be the first one on the blockchain if that decides to come. Rocket Blockchain yesterday says, been sending airdrops for more than 24 hours. Album is almost done. Tiwi responds, you're the best. Thank you for going above and beyond and always taking care of your Feesh fam. And Rocket Blockchain says, I'm nowhere close to done. Lots of interesting things coming. Jeremy Padower yesterday had tweeted, when Omi on Veve, and Puddin Cheeks gives those eyes, saying that famous line, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. Makes me wonder, again, Jeremy Padower has tweeted a couple of times about certain things, usually when we're about to get it. So maybe when we have crypto to gem, it's not just Ethereum. Maybe it is Omi as well. Kind of trying to read in between the lines. I have no proof of that. Just something on my mind's putting together. Oh, also, Rocket Blockchain retweeted a Feesh's post that says, psst, there's a treasure hunt happening. I'm not 100% sure where. There might be clues in the email or the Feesh mail. There might be clues in people's tanks. Maybe this is why, some Feesh are dying. Just try to go on the lore. I'm not 100% sure what the treasure hunt thing is, but I am really curious. And when Jeremy Padower did tweet that, Rocket Blockchain says, I'm not supposed to say, so there is a decent chance that he might know exactly when Omi to Veve is coming as well. Rocket Blockchain also says, I'm waiting for that tweet where Veve official announces what's going down for spooky time. October is almost here. I'm very excited for what's to come. And Veve Digital Collectibles responds to those skulls making their appearance again. Like, literally. I can't wait. There's so much amazing spooky stuff. Again, really thoroughly enjoying that trailer of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. No, it is not your normal Winnie the Pooh stuff. Do not show your kids that. It is pretty awesome. So you do have Rocket Blockchain, again, also saying, I bought badcoffee.eth to troll Starbucks once they start sending out NFTs because I should have gone to bed but instead chose chaos. There are a lot of domains out there. Like, again, just because you have a domain name on ENS or whatever, or ETH, doesn't mean that you have the copyrights to be able to do whatever you want with it. But it does mean that if they ever want those domain names, like MickeyMouseClub.eth, which my friend Raytax has, they're going to have to pay him for it if they want it. Or DetectiveComics.eth. Again, if DC wants to go and get that ENS, they're going to have to go and pay my buddy a lot of money. Might not be a bad time to do something like that for yourself. I'm just saying. Yesterday, at Rootless Girl, the great Veve Fox has also said, here's an update for the Disney promo codes. As of the end of yesterday, 5,633 promo codes were redeemed, so that is about 56% of the 10,000, and that is 72% of the wallets that redeemed are still holding at least one of them. So out of the 5,633, you have, let's say, 4,000, give or take, that are still holding on, and about 1,600 that have sold. And the way you look at it here, out of 4,244 wallets, currently hold 0, and that flipped. Okay, that was 1,432. Still holding one or more was 3,800 of them, and then there's a couple of people that have multiple ones. 61 have 2, 12 of them have 3 of them, and there's actually one person that has 16 different Mickey Mouses. So I thought that was really interesting. There's a lot of people that are going really, really hard on this. Bear market or no bear market, doesn't matter. I did mention Feesh's before, and speaking of that, Rocket Blockchain does go on the Feesh Discord and saying, hey everyone, I've always been hesitant on dropping merch, but it's something that many of you have asked. I've taken as much care as I could to find a balance between cost, quality, and speed of delivery, and landed with using the print-on-demand service Teespring. I have a URL that will be set up to soon to make merch purchasing easier, but for now you can visit feeshes.creator-spring.com. You just go to the Feesh's Twitter, and then you could be able to go from there. It says, for all your merch needs, please note, as with anything I do, there's no pressure to buy. I have set pricing as low as possible to avoid making profit off these items. Although I ordered samples to quality test, I know everyone has their own preferences, so if you have any issues or feedback with anything in your order, please let me know. And also, Teespring is dedicated to making sure things arrive as expected/designed. I will likely add more unique pieces over time if there's a desire for them. Trident squad shirts. Oh, DJ Octo boxer shorts. I would love those. I don't really wear underwear. He didn't need to know that. I should edit this, but I won't. And starfish leggings, etc. I'm super excited for these. I'm going to get something. Rocket Blockchain also says, by popular demand, Feesh merch is now available at feeshswag.com, so you can just go there. No pressure to buy. More designs if people want to follow. We have Ollie Hartfield saying Disney's ultra rare Steamboat Willie sub 100 auction, which I think ends today. It was number 64, the bidding start at 1 gem. So comment down below if you wanted one of those. Something that came up in my memories last year, which I'm still holding Dan Lee to. Asian Dan on Twitter says, would you attend a Tulsa, Oklahoma 5-cent token party? 53% said yes, 12% said no, and 35% said only if Randy is attending. And yes, I will be attending that party. I do believe Dan Lee and Kyle Willson are relatively close to each other, so we'll probably have a tornado party where we go into the basement and just party. I'm not sure where. We'll keep you all posted. One of my favorite memes is Zero Cool saying actual footage of real Randy Chavez, and it's just me as a Kirby just inhaling a bunch of Akomi signs. Disney reports that Ms. Marvel is reportedly renewed for season 2. Huzzah for that. I think that was a really, really, really good show. Sleepin' Comics throwing it out there for people for all new Ghost Rider #1. He puts in quotes, only stupid people buy these, FUD, end quote. And the answer is shown in the cover, Sleepin' Comics, about the all new Ghost Rider #1, and showing exactly what they're going for, which is about $2.15. I think we have one last thing from the Feeshes. Brock Blockchain says, hey everyone, sorry for blowing up your notifications over the weekend. You have 3 days to get your tank set up. I think it's 2 days at this point. Tank set up how you want them for a chance to appear in the aquarium, that is their metaverse. That's right, your tanks could end up as one of the tanks on display in the aquarium metaverse forever, to be determined. So pretty them up, leave a hidden clue to someone, add all your dead Feesh and jump into the underworld, remove all your past friends and leave just the survivors, whatever you'd like to do. Wednesday, I'll be randomly picking tank numbers with at least one Feesh and at least one accessory, and making the tanks into NFTs for placement in the aquarium. Later, this will likely be turned into a service where you can design and mint tanks for people as a service, and probably charge for it too. He says, have fun. Shout out to Wraithax for giving out a bunch of Class 1 tiles for Earth 2 yesterday. That was really cool. One of the original burning games for Omi has hit 1 million total circulating supply burns, 80% from @CCooperRE, the incinerator, and there's 22,704,904 Omi burn on 9/18, which is September 18th, 2022, for Veve official, saying that the reserve, there is currently 199 billion tokens, and there's 72 billion that's been burned. Omi current price is 0.0013. Veve unique owner wallets is 647,283, and I just thought that was really cool. And that's the end of the news. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. I love you guys. Goodbye. Don't look at me.